Morning, everyone. Mike Flanagan here with you from Waterloo, Iowa. I'm here by myself this weekend and excited to be bringing you the Fusion Realtors Community First National Bank Open yet again. We come here every year and we have this event twice a year. And right here in my hand is the photo card here of everyone that has won the tournament. Back in the original days of this tournament, Matt McNeil won back in 2011. In 2012, it was Derek Sapp. 2013, there were two events. Nick Heilman and Jason Poley won this event. In 2014, there were two events again. It was Casey Murphy and Tom Hess. Tom Hess is bowling this morning with us. In 2015, it was Matt Smith and Stephen Keeler. And in 2016, it was Dave Barris, who's also bowling this morning. And Casey Murphy won again, the only two-time champion of the Fusion Realtors Community First National Bank Open. So we will see who wins the 11th edition of this event. I'm going to take you out to the lanes now. We'll get started over on lanes 13 and 14. And over on lanes 13 and 14, we have let's make sure I have this right. Darren Galbraith, Josh Lush, Brandon Brooks, and Bill Metty. It's a 7-game qualifying block here. This event would not be possible without the great sponsors that we have. Of course, Fusion Realtors, Zach Bajorner has been sponsoring this event from the very first one, and this is the 11th edition, as I said in the open. The Community First National Bank. Brandon Steen responsible for that half of sponsorship, for the title sponsorship. He's actually bowling this morning, avid bowler. Also this weekend, Logo Infusion, you can save 10% over at logoinfusion.com with coupon code GIBA217. GIBA217 saves you 10% over at Logo Infusion, another sponsor of the event. Ebonite Bowling. When you consider your next bowling ball purchase, make sure you consider an Ebonite product. Makers of the Maverick Pearl, the Game Breaker series, of course, the Mission Unknown, of course, that great entry-level ball they're famous for, the Cyclones. Check out Ebonite Bowling over at ebonite.com. The Waterloo Convention and Visitors Bureau, of course, bringing lots of bowlers to Iowa. The Waterloo Convention and Visitors Bureau helps support this event as well. Maple Lane's right here, our host. Budweiser and the Isle Hotel and Casino. Glad you're with us this morning. I'm going to check in on our chat now. I want to welcome in our 75 viewers that we have already this morning. Glad you're with us. Want to say hello to Nico, Dave, Steve, PBA Dave, Gus, this Wild Do Blue. Good morning, everyone. You can also interact with us. We do have Twitter. I just tweeted out that we're live on Twitter at Inside Bowling. You can also check us out over on Facebook at Inside Bowling and on Instagram. I am going to clean up our split screen a little bit here as these beautiful scoring units that they have. Pretty nice. Just clean it up a little bit for you as I get rolling this morning. Should look a little better for you. Doing my other pair right now. I also have lanes 5 and 6 for you this morning. I'll take you there now. Down on lanes 5 and 6, we have Jordan Babcock, Corey Williams, Zach Ellis, and Brian Netherton. This lane pattern this morning is a 45-foot in length pattern. The oil ratio is a 2.24 to 1.12 on the left side, and on the right it's a 2.2 to 1.01, very flat lane pattern. It looks like on the way down it oils 30 feet and then buffs to 45, and on the way back the brush gets set down on the lane at 45 feet, back to 32, and it begins applying oil at 32 feet all the way back to 15 feet and buffs back to the foul line. Total amount of volume of oil is 29.35 milliliters. Very demanding condition, and that's the type of condition that they put out here every time at the Fusion Realtors Community First National Bank Open. Steve here says, hey Mike, I've got 30 plus years of sports radio broadcasting experience. I'd be happy to join you on the mic, except I'm not very good at bowling. Appreciate that, Steve. Zarnarian 2010 says, would you be having guests as the day goes on? Just curious. Yes, I will. I always do. We will also have standings for you throughout the day. Colors they have in here up on the scoreboards does make it a little tough to read, doesn't it, everybody? I'm going to full screen this on my page and see. When the purple's on, you can see it okay, but not quite as good on the lime green. I apologize for that. I'm sure they change after every game. It should get better. So at this point in time, we do have some folks in the chat wanting to know how many are watching this morning. We have 71 watching. We got the like button down below. I just checked us out on the YouTube streaming live sports page, and we are number 2 right now on the live streaming. The more likes you give us, the more opportunity we have to be number 1 on live streaming events this morning across the country, across all sports. So we do appreciate any likes down below. Would also like for you to subscribe to our YouTube channel. We just rolled 8,000 YouTube subscribers. We hope you're subscribed. If you're not, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. We certainly do appreciate it. And it is nice for you because then you get notified when we do go live at events. That way you can stay completely up to date when we are live. And also we have people asking about if there's bowlers from Minnesota. A couple people have also texted me and asked if I could tell you who all is bowling in this field, the 7-game block, and I'll do that. So what I'll do is I'm going to take you over to our split screen so you can watch both pairs at once. And I will go through the list of bowlers that are bowling this morning on this squad. We have Shannon Buchan down on lanes 3 and 4, bowling with Brandon Steen, Troy Fuller, Dave Gerst. On 5 and 6, you see on the left side of your screen is Jordan Babcock, Corey Williams, Zach Ellis, Brian Netherton. On lanes 7 and 8, we've got Dennis Binney, Kevin Duncan. It's almost like a ghost seeing Kevin Duncan here. I haven't seen Kevin in a couple of years. John Marsala from St. Charles, Missouri, Brandon Moyle. On lanes 9 and 10, we've got Justin Binkin, Nathan Bogey, Jared Helmers, and Brandon Straight. On 11 and 12, we've got Tom Hess, who just got done pulling 3 weeks in a row on the PBA National Tour. Drove all the way from Las Vegas to bowl this morning. Tom Hess, Aaron Ramsden, Derek Rude, and Chris Uffman. On lanes 13 and 14, we've got Darren Galbraith, Josh Lucci, Brandon Brooks, and Bill Meddy, and that's who you see on the right side of your screen right now. On lanes 15 and 16, we got Tim Barrett and Shea Bittenbender, along with Jacob Gentz and Kyle Morgan. On lanes 17 and 18, Kevin Peverell, Floyd Speck, Larry Cook, Gene Marsh. On lanes 19 and 20, Andy Aries, Bruce Balvins, Ryan Dugan, Josh Novak. On 21 and 22, we got Pero Duderick, Jason Timmerman, Daniel Healy, Reggie Reichs. And on lanes 23 and 24, we have Lenny Borish, Ken Duffield, Dave Barris, Kyle Zager. Lanes 25 and 26, Shane Armit, Cody Taylor, Kenny Calkins III, and Roger Taylor Jr. Down on lanes 27 and 28, we got Steinhoff, Jason Lancer, Justin Petrie, Colton Ruschetti. 29 and 30, Justin Hansen, Charles Hazlett, Matt Payne, and Eric Schott. And rounding out the field down on lanes 31 and 32, Dave Bartlett, Adam Johnson, DJ Breeden, and last but not least, Dave Lubinsky. Those are your bowlers. 64 total bowlers on this squad. It is full. We will have another squad, actually 60 total bowlers, I take that back. Lanes 1 and 2 are not in play. Thank you, Jacob, for the correction on I called Loose Lucci, so thank you. And you guys are awesome. We're up to 23 likes. Certainly appreciate that. Almost to 100 viewers this morning. I will say I personally have been out doing a lot of traveling recently. I was in Las Vegas a week ago Thursday for USBC Open Championships opening weekend, covering it digitally through my requirements that I have within the bowling community. And then I headed straight over to the Masters. And I was there covering that Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Caught a flight at midnight into St. Louis, took a nap, grabbed the live streaming equipment, and booked it up here to Waterloo, Iowa last night. And it started snowing. It's very, very windy here. And I was doing very well health-wise in my home in Utah. And then I went to the Masters, where these bowlers have been out for 3 weeks in a row, touching elevator buttons on the hotels and all the gambling chips changing hands and all the germs, and hung out with those bowlers for a few days, and next thing you know, I'm coming down with a head cold. So I apologize if I don't sound crystal clear, everybody. I'm nursing a bit of a head cold, so hopefully you can put up with that with me today and tomorrow. We will have 3 squads for you today, too, by the way. We got this squad right here. We'll have a B squad coming up immediately after this one, and then C squad follows. So we'll have about 180 bowlers today at this Fusion Realtors Community First National Bank Open here in Waterloo, Iowa. And it's gonna be a good day for bowling. I will have some guests during B Squad. I'm sure Tom Hess will join us like always. I'll have folks coming by and spend a little bit of time with me in the booth. So normally we start out a little slow on this morning squad. Everybody's just waking up. It is freezing cold outside. There's snow on the ground up here. It's great to be indoors. I walked in originally when I came in. I said, I'm glad we're not an outdoor sport because I don't think I'd make it through today. Hello, Lindsay. Rooting for Josh Luce here in Gainesville, Florida. Excellent. Happy to have you with us this morning. Steve, you make an excellent point there, brother. I'm going to go out and check in on some of my notifications out here in wonderful social media land as we are coming down the stretch here, finishing up game number 1. Lanes 5 and 6 are going to get done before lanes 13 and 14, so I'll take you to 5 and 6 now. We can watch the completion of game number 1 on lanes 5 and 6. Scoring pace is low. They're always challenging here. They're always very difficult here. Looks like Brian Netherton can bowl 236 down there on lanes 5 and 6. Rest of the score's pretty challenging right now for everybody else. I want to thank Jacob Klein for the share this morning. Appreciate that. Jeff Friggles this morning also giving us a shout out. Thank you very much, Jeff, for that. You got some folks in here. Zarnarian 2010 says, Mike, maybe you could do the crank it up thing again like the last live stream. Zarnarian, I'm going to show my age here. I don't even remember what that was now. Can you fill me in the chat what it was that we did? I don't even remember. All these things just run together. So I forget what I did on that. I make so many analogies, and I'm so all over the place sometimes that I can't remember half the things I say on the air. Oh, people remind me, though. I was at the Masters. This is a true story. I was at the Masters this week, and I guess I had made a reference 4 or 5 tournaments ago here at this event about Nick Crummell could be a male model. By the way, if you haven't been following the Masters, he led the tournament out of 320-something bowlers or whatever it was. He led everybody. He beat everybody and then lost in 2 matches, which is really unfortunate for Nick. But he bowled phenomenally well. And someone from the crowd said, "Hey, Mike, remember when you said Pepe and Nick Pate should be models?" And that was at this very event like 3 years ago. And someone from the crowd called that out. I thought that was pretty funny. It's just interesting to see how the things I say on these broadcasts haunt me for the rest of my life. But hey, that's awesome. I love it. How do you guys like the new logo, by the way? You guys like the new logo down below? It's the first event I've got it cranked up down there. To bring that into the reference for the NASCAR Crank It Up. Zarnarian. So scoring pace down here, 5 and 6. We got 222, 140, 192, and a possible 170. Off to the left, you see Brandon Steen on your screen. Brandon Steen can bowl 231, I believe it is. 232 if he fills it up. Lanes 3 and 4. So 5 and 6 complete. I'll take you down to 13 and 14 as they wrap up their coverage. Thanks for the feedback on the logo, everybody. Appreciate that. Got over 100 watching this morning. Welcome into the broadcast. If you're just joining us, it is a 45-foot length and pattern with 50 ULs per board and 29.35 total milliliters out on the lanes. It is AMF SPL lane surface here at Maple Lanes. Building a few graphics here for you guys. Get my next couple games set up here in the booth, and then I'm starting to settle in a little bit up here. Build all my graphics in Photoshop, which probably isn't very surprising. Morning, Jody from Australia. Yeah, scores on 13 and 14. We got a possible 212 here. Looks like 173. 199 max score and a possible 170 here on 13 and 14. The skip procedure at this event is to move one pair to the right, which means we will have Tom Hess in the next game. Tom Hess can bowl 258. You'll see him on the left side of your screen creeping in there. There he is. Yeah, and Tom bowls 258 to start this morning. Other scores on his pair, possible 156 for Derek Root. He's up on his second shot in the 10th. 137, and a possible 213 for Aaron Ramsden. Shout out to Zach Friedman also this morning. We'll get a Twitter poll question up during the next game, too. We'll have some fun with that. Let me know if there's any poll questions you guys would like for me to ask. How's the stream look, too, everybody? Does the stream look good? Let me know how that stream's looking out there. We got new internet here, and I want to thank Rich, Amy, and the entire staff here for getting that for us. That's much, much appreciated. Aaron McCarthy's not going to be bowling this one. There's actually a lot of people at the Masters that will not be here. Twitter is @Inside Bowling. Steve, that's Twitter. My personal is @the Mike Flanagan. So no bowling yet. I guess I can. Well, seven games. So I'll just bring it into the booth, everybody. Glad you're with us this morning. Like I said, it's been a long couple of weeks. I'm battling a bit of a head cold myself, but very, very happy to have you with us. And don't forget to go like Inside Bowling on Facebook. Give us a like. Down below on your screen also, you can give us a like, and then that increases our ranking on YouTube, so more people will find us. So make sure you do that. And then, of course, you want to subscribe to our channel. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. We certainly appreciate it. It'll notify you every time we go live, so you do not miss another one of our broadcasts. So these two things right here is all I ask you to do for this free coverage. Like, subscribe. That's all you got to do. Appreciate it very, very much. One other thing that I'm very, very proud of that I was able to do when I was at the USBC Masters, you should go over to the Hammer Bowling YouTube channel and watch this documentary I did on Tom Daugherty. I followed Tom Daugherty around for an entire block, his second block there for 5 games. And during that, when I was following him around, I recorded the whole thing and did a documentary. So make sure you check that out maybe during the break. Let me bring up my my graphic here for the next game, and we'll get rolling. We'll take it out to the lanes. Looks like we've got, I just missed him there, but that was Tom Hess delivering a strike on lanes 13 and 14. So we've got Tom Hess, Aaron Ramsden, Derek Rude, and Christopher Uffman for you on 13 and 14. Chris Uffman on the left side of your screen, Aaron Ramsden on the right. And I got somebody down there shaking the table. So whenever, we're not having an earthquake here, folks. If you ever see the screen do that, it's because somebody has gone over to my, this isn't like a huge bowling center, so like our cameras are kind of like, they do inconvenience people. Tom, what are you using? Mako. Tom Hess is using a Mako this morning. Pin up Mako. So open with 258. Morning, Jerry Dwiggins. How are you? Yeah, Dave, I don't think I'll be doing that. And typical junior gamer, we love you too, buddy. Bobby Bryant, thank you. Do you think it is more of a lane condition issue for the scores being all over, or is it more of an equipment issue? Stream looks good. You know, I think because this pattern's so long in length with 45 feet, I think that there are just some people in this event, especially with a lot of just like local bowlers bowling in it, they're going to want to try to play the second arrow. And I don't think the second arrow is necessarily in play right now. And a lot of people on house shots like to miss left if you're a left-hander, right if you're a right-hander. And you can't do that on this today. Otherwise, you miss the head pin. So I think scores are going to be all over the place. But if you're a really good bowler that bowls on a variety of conditions, you have a major advantage in this year's event. And I need to go down and fix that scoreboard now. They really rocked it down there. So I'm going to get the scoreboard fixed. Enjoy Tom Hess with this pin-up Mako. All right, I got that corrected. Folks down there were like, did we bump this? Well, it was either you or was that Ghost? One of the two. Yeah, the National Tour player does like this long pattern. That is for sure. Without question, Hess likes this. How long have we been on YouTube? We've been on YouTube for, I want to say, 3 years or so now. We used to stream on Ustream for about a year, and then live stream for 2 years. And we had over 7 million total views over on live stream, which was pretty cool. And then when YouTube became much easier to stream, we used to use a platform called Wirecast to do our streaming. And VidBlaster. And then when we switched to Wirecast, it works with YouTube so well. And we're happy to be a fixture on YouTube. We just rolled 8,000 subscribers. We really want to get to 10,000. That's a big goal of ours. We got a lot of streams coming up here in the next couple of months. We've got this one here. I believe we're going to go stream the Vanderbilt college event next month. And look at Hess. He's dialed in. This guy, he's pissed. He's pissed. 3 weeks out on the national tour. Bowling his absolute ass off. Doesn't have much to show for it, and then he comes out here and he's just driving across the country from Las Vegas. He's pissed. 258 the first game, first 3 this game. He's ready to go. Stopped off at Logo Infusion, got himself some new jerseys. He's ready. I'll tell you right now. I'm just going to call it right now. Tom Hess wins the tournament. He's going to win. Hello, Duluth. Dana, welcome. I was planning on being out at the Berkey this morning, but it's canceled because we have no snow in northern Minnesota. Well, we got it here. Appreciate you being in the webcast here, Dana. I see Brian Burkhart's online this morning. I gotta imagine he's watching. How you doing, Brian? We got new internet here. It's Much better. Adults make bowling look easy, but for a kid it's hard. Well, it's always tough when you take up something new as a youngster, but stick with it. I was going over my stream schedule. I've got, I believe I'm going to Vanderbilt next month. I know that I'm for sure next month doing the Southland Bowling League NCAA tournament in Jonesboro, Arkansas. And you can see our stream schedule on our website, insidebowling.com. It's towards the bottom. We just redid our website, too. We're getting ready to launch some merchandise. So if you're watching this in the archives, go check out our website, insidebowling.com. Help support what we do. We come and stream these events, and we're going to start trying to generate a little revenue to upgrade our equipment and just help pay the bills. We're going to be offering T-shirts and stuff on our website. So please make sure you stay tuned to our website for that, or if you're watching in the archives, like I said, our store should be up and running here shortly. And we're going to have some really cool shirts over there. So we've got a nice partnership with Ebonite International as well. We'll have EBI shirts available for you. Look at Hess. Hess is getting all the breaks now. Couldn't get any breaks over the course of 3 weeks on the PBA tour, but he's getting the breaks now. Yeah, he's happy. He's in a good mood. He's in a really good mood down there. And these, I'm still not pleased with my scoreboard camera down below, but the people just keep bumping it. So I'm gonna hop off this pair for a second. I'm gonna bring you over to lanes 5 and 6. Introduce you to the bowlers over here. Shannon Buchan up on the lane right now. Brandon Steen, the sponsor from Community First National Bank. Troy Fuller, who lost to Casey Murphy back in February of 2014. It took a roll-off. You can go watch that on our archive of our Inside Bowling channel. And also down there on lanes 3 and 4, Dave Gerst. So what I'll do, as you see these bowlers come in, you can see how they're kind of faring on the lanes down there. And I'll bring in the split screen so you can watch both of our pairs at once. Yeah, Nico, I believe that is the one. Typical junior gamer. I live in Washington, D.C., 5 miles away from the White House. Well, go on over there and say hello to the old president for us, will you? I don't want to talk about a sensitive subject or anything, but I have respect for anybody who's been the president of our country, no matter their beliefs or whatever. If, you know, they get elected, they earn their due. It's just the way it is. So that's cool. I want to thank you for the likes down below on the screen. Don't forget to give us a like. I'm actually going to do explain to you what I do all the time here. So I'm gonna open up a separate web browser, and I'm going to go to youtube.com. Typing her in right now, and then over on the left side of your screen, you hit the 3 little bars, and you go all the way down to the bottom, and it says Browse Channels. I'm going to do that right now. And then I'm going to click on the sports icon, which is a basketball. And then I'm going to click on sports. And then I'm going to go down to live sports now. And we are currently 4th in line. We are 4th in line right now. So the more likes we get down below, the more we can increase our ranking. The more viewers we get too. So make sure you go down below. Make sure you give us a like. And share this broadcast with your friends. Let people know you're watching bowling this morning. Might be time for a poll question over on Twitter. I think right now is an excellent time to do that. All right, let's get a poll question up. How about, will Tom Hess win the Infusion Realtors Community First National Bank Open? All right, I'm going to go ahead and put this out here right now. Tweet it out. And that's out on Twitter right now. You can go take our poll question right now. Will Tom Hess win the Fusion Realtors Community First National Bank Open this weekend? Yes, he will, or no, I'll take the field. I would imagine no, I'll take the field would win overwhelmingly, but I predicted that Tom Hess would win the tournament already, so. Don't forget you can also register now for the 2017 Logo Infusion InsideBowling.com Open, being held April 28th through the 30th in Indianapolis, Indiana. He doesn't know about our poll question. You, see if he'll come up here. Let me give Tom this headset real quick. Should have room in there. I don't know what happened. All right, so Tom, I've been talking about you a lot here.
Yeah.
And our poll question right now,
okay,
out on Twitter is, will Tom Hess win the Fusion Realtors Community First National Bank Open this weekend?
Yes.
And it says, yes, he will, or no, I'll take the field. Because you're my pick to win the tournament. I'm watching you bowl right now and hanging out with you last week. I think you're going to win the tournament. I think you're going to just lead. I mean, you shot 250 the first game. I mean, you love this pattern.
Yeah, it's all right. I got to go.
All right.
But yes.
So he says he's going to win. I think he's going to win. I really do. He's focused. He normally doesn't mind sitting in the booth for periods of time and delaying the play down on his pair. He doesn't care. But today he's like, I gotta get out of here. I'm going down here to bowl. So there you go. That's our poll question right now. Will Tom Hess win this tournament? See Troy Fuller on the left side of your screen, leaves a washout. If anybody's in the area and wants to bring me a trash can for the booth, I'd certainly appreciate it. Just need a trash can. Nothing too big, just a little trash can would be nice. So Hess covers the spare. Hess can still bowl 257. Thank you, Jennifer. Looks like we're going to get a standings update posted here shortly. If you want to see the standings, you go over to InsideBowling.com and you can click on the link at the top of the page that says live streaming in progress. And it brings you into a page where we have the feed embedded. And then also down below is an event information tab area. And down in that area is where you will see the standings uploaded. Jerry Dwiggins, I think that's a good pick as well. He's picking Shea Bittenbender to win the tournament. I will tell you, and this is to no offense of any of the bowlers in the tournament, but Eric Vermillion and Matt McNeil canceled. And there's a lot of bowlers that bowled the Masters, like Kyle Sherman, who led this tournament the last time and then lost in the final to Casey Murphy, that are at the Masters. So, strength of field this year. And once again, no offense to the bowlers that are bowling. But I personally live a weaker, and I think if there's a chance of somebody leading the tournament and running away with being the top seed, I think this is definitely, there can be some gaps this year. I think that 3 or 4 guys will probably maul them, and then there'll be quite a distance between like 4th and 5th, or somewhere in there, 5th and 6th, something to that degree. So. This is not a spare time bowling center. We're in Waterloo, Iowa at Maple Lanes. Privately owned bowling center. So I pick Hess to win the tournament and put the poll question out there, and he hasn't struck since. It's only been 2 frames, but definitely been a black cloud, that's for sure. My day's going great, typical junior gamer. Want to thank everybody for hitting the like button down below, up to 110 watching now. I'm going to go refresh YouTube sports feed and see where we're at in the rankings. We're in the same spot. What I think I'll do here in just a moment is I'm gonna, oh boy. All right, we got some stuff going on here in the chat. I'm gonna get rid of all those fortune cookies. Anyway, what I think I'll do is I think I'll go live on Facebook during game number 3. Shannon Buchan gives them the business. Take you in here, you can take a look at the scoreboard. You can see that possible 216 for Brandon Steen. Looks like 247. 237. And man, that is tough to read. Wonder if they change the colors for me on these things. Boy, that would really be nice if they did. I think I'm gonna go check on that actually. Bring it back over to Hess. Take a look at their scoreboard. They're gonna get finished at pretty close to the same time. There's Hess with a strike. Look at him. Hess opened, like I said, with 258, I believe it was. Let's see if they got the standings up for me. And they do. They have the standings up after game number 1. Your leader is Tom Hess at 58 over. Shane Armentz second at 46 over. Kyle Zager is third at 41 over. Fourth is Brandon Steen at 30 over. Kenny Calkins the third is fifth at 25 over. And currently right now on this squad, 20 bowlers are plus. Shannon Buchan is 20th at +2, tied with John Marsala. That's your standings. You can see those over. You can either go to InsideBowling.tv. It takes you straight there. 60 bowlers on the squad. Or you can go to InsideBowling.com and click on the link at the top and then scroll down to the bottom of your screen, and you'll be able to see the standings right there for yourself. Shannon Buchan. Tom Hess, Christopher Uffman. Uffman. Brandon Steen through the face for a 4-6. Troy Fuller. Bring in split screen, Tom Hess up at the same time. Tom Hess finishes with 246. And Troy Fuller opens in the 10th for 204. Shannon Buchan here can bowl 247. Possible 224 for Dave Gerst. Shannon can't get the 7 to fall. So I'm going to step away for a minute. I'm going to let you finish watching this game down on 5 and 6. I'll be back with game number 3. All right. The players are skipping a pair to the right before they come into this particular game. Bringing into the booth, Mike Flanagan here with you. Thanks for being with me this morning here at the Community First National Bank Open. Of course, Fusion Realtors has been part of this event forever. Fusion Realtors, Community First National Bank, that'll do it. That's who's responsible for this event. Other great sponsors as well, which I'll go over again. Don't forget to subscribe to us on YouTube. Give us a like down below on the screen. And with that, I'll take you out to the lanes. Looks like we've got action over here on lanes 13 and 14. All right, I see Kevin Duncan. Dennis Binney, Kevin Duncan, John Marsala, and Brandon Moyle for you. And I'll also have for you here shortly Jason Hansen, Charles Hazlett, Matt Payne, and Eric Schock. Hello, Jane. Welcome to the chat. We just gained another subscriber on YouTube. We're getting subscribers here, folks. Certainly appreciate it. We rolled 8,000 this week. 8,000 subscribers on YouTube. It's really cool if you have the YouTube app for your phone. All you have to do is, I have it set up like this. I log into my YouTube app, and I go and I subscribe to all these channels and things I want to see. And like you can subscribe to, like, Jimmy Fallon, and it shows the best from his show. You can subscribe to, the PBA. You can subscribe to your favorite ball companies like Ebonite and Track and Hammer and Columbia 300. and all these different, things that you're interested in. There's some funny things out there. I subscribe to a guy by the name of Casey Neistat, and you set up all this on your YouTube app. And then, when you're laying in bed, you wake up in the morning, you got a little extra time, you can just watch one of your favorite videos and see who's updated with new content and things like that. And then it notifies you when they post new content, and that's the perfect way to stay in touch with what's going on. So if you're a fan of bowling and you like to keep up when we're live and when we have things going on, make sure that you subscribe to our channel and download that YouTube app. It's really cool to have on your phone or your iPad. Very, very cool. So thanks for all the subscribers. Yeah, we just keep growing right now. I'm watching it here on a live feed, actually. Actually, what I can do is, this is so much fun. I'll show you what I'm doing. We just keep gaining subscribers. This is awesome. I'm going to show you this. All right, so here I am up in the booth. This is our live subscriber count. Check it out right there, 8,019. And you can see how the line just goes up. The more subscribers we have, the line will go up. It's really, really cool. And I appreciate everybody subscribing to our channel. There's 8,019. Thank you guys so much. Really appreciate it. Take you back out to the lanes now. $8,020 subscribers now. Well, welcome in all our viewers. We got 122 this morning. We are from Maple Lanes in Waterloo, Iowa. I am Mike Flanagan, InsideBowling.com broadcast here. Head over to our website, InsideBowling.com, to check out when our next broadcast will be. I'll be bringing you 3 squads of bowling today. A squad right now, 7 games. B squad, 7 games. C squad, 7 games. Back tomorrow with the cashers round, and then we'll have the modified, expanded step ladder that we do here, which I'll explain later. I'm going to check in on our Twitter poll question. Twitter.com/InsideBowling. Get you there at Inside Bowling. As we take a look at our poll question. Will Tom Hess win the Fusion Realtors Community First National Bank Open this weekend? So far, 16 votes. 56% of you say yes, he will. 44% no, I'll take the field. Surprised that many are all over Hess. Thought it would be lower than that. I guess you trust my call on that. Bring in 2 screens at once, take you down to lanes 5 and 6 as well. This is Jason Hansen, Charles Hazlett, Matt Payne, and Eric Schock. Patrick Fitzgerald has a question here. Hey, Mike, with all the controversy over pattern releases, what are your thoughts on this being posted in other tournaments? I think people talk about it too much. I think that posting a pattern is fine. I mean, especially when people travel to an event. I mean, if you're going to bowl on 35 feet or 45 feet, I think you're going to bring different bowling balls. And why would you try to inconvenience someone and just keep them guessing? I mean, I don't know. I think you should release a pattern and let people kind of know what it is if people are traveling in, and then they can make a better educated guess. Because here's something from a tournament promoter standpoint. Think about this. Think about you're in your local area, and you're 3 hours away, and you're going to go bowl this tournament. And you got some friends in your area, and you're like, hey, why don't you go bowl this tournament with me? Okay. And then everybody's like, if there's no pattern posted, how many balls does everybody have to bring? 12? Well, now you got to take one less guy, or maybe you won't want to take anybody because you don't want that much equipment in the back of your car, and you don't want to drive 3 hours with that kind of weight in the back of your car. So maybe instead of bringing 3 guys, you only bring 2. Or maybe you only bring 1 instead of 3, or whatever that number is, because all these bowling balls. As a tournament promoter, I'll put the pattern out. Maybe you guys will bring 6, 8 balls instead that match up better for that sort of pattern. And maybe they can get an extra guy in the car to come support my event. I mean, this is just common sense, people. My opinion. Good grief. Yeah, you still got to throw the bowling ball. Absolutely. Still got to throw the ball. Jeez. And with the way the balls are so different nowadays, and they're so pattern specific and so, my goodness gracious. How about this? How about when you get to the bowling center, you don't tell anybody how you're going to oil the lanes. Some days you'll hand oil them. Sometimes you use a machine. Let's really start making it a circus. How's that sound? How about this? We won't tell you what the climate of the bowling center is going to be either. Could be bitterly cold where you have to like bundle up and wear like logo Infusion sweatshirts. And other days it'll be so hot, bowlers will be bowling in boxer shorts only. How's that sound? Let's really keep everybody guessing. So not only do you have to bring 100 bowling balls with you to figure out what the pattern's going to be because they don't release it, but now you got to bring 13 different outfit changes because you don't know what the climate's going to be in the center. And is the roof going to be open or not? Well, we're not going to tell you ahead of time. Come to the tournament and find out. I guess I got to bring my rain gear now. Jeez. But hey, that's just my take. If you don't want to release the pattern, don't release the pattern. That's fine. I think not releasing the pattern also I don't know. I think somebody sits in a room and says, "Hey, check this out. I'm not gonna release the pattern." And it's more for them than it is for anybody else. And I know that this pattern hasn't been released for the Open Championships, and that's a little bit of a different thing. That's a little different, but not a lot. Scores are all over the board currently. Take you back down to 13 and 14. I'm actually going to go over to the counter and see if they'll change these colors of these scoring units. Be right back. All right, everybody, good news. They're going to change the colors of the scoring monitors, and I found the reason why they chose these colors. Those are the Fusion Realtors colors, so they made the colors of the screens to match the sponsor, which is great, but it makes it really hard, even for me to read here in the center, and difficult for you at home to read. So we're going to work on that, see if we can't get that turned around and fixed for you. That's what we do. We try to make the experience as best as we possibly can. GIBA and Joe have been pretty good with at least letting competitors know length, volume, ratio. Those three can really help you get an idea where to play, absolutely, and what to bring. Totally agree. Oh, I want to give a shout out to Jennifer here in the tournament office. She just tweeted out the standings on Twitter. Excellent, excellent. We're really rocking and rolling now. That's what happens is we sit here and we start out our day, and by the time the tournament rolls around to Sunday, we finally are comfortable, and then we have to pack it all up and go home. Why did the USBC decide not to release the pattern anyway? What's that? Oh, yeah. That's a lot better. That's a lot better. Look, they changed the scores for us to be able to read it better down below, everybody. Take a look at that. Much better. Much more readable. I'm going to actually full screen it now on my screen. See if I can read it. Oh, yeah, look at that. Much, much better. Now I just got to get people to stop bumping the cameras. I can get it a little bit straighter. Okay. Rolling along. Since the scores look so good, I'm going to take you down to lanes 5 and 6 right after this shot. Let's check in and see how these guys are bowling down here. Bring in our split screen now. Be sure to hashtag support the sponsors. Want to thank Fusion Realtors, of course, Community First National Bank also, Logo Infusion. Save 10% this weekend at logoinfusion.com. Coupon code GIBA217. That's 217. GIBA217 over at logoinfusion.com to save 10%. Ebonite Bowling. Head over to ebonite.com. Take a look at the bowling balls available from Ebonite. Makers of the Maverick Pearl, Mission Unknown, Game Breaker Series, Cyclones, Maxims. Full variety of products up and down, top to bottom for you or for someone that you're just turning on to the game of bowling. Great entry-level stuff over there as well. Also, the Waterloo Convention and Visitors Bureau, Maple Lanes, Budweiser, and the Isle Hotel and Casino. This might be a good time for me to go live on Facebook, try to get some more viewers in here. Let's see what I can do here. If you're not following us on Facebook, make sure that you do. Inside Bowling on Facebook. Looks like, let's see. Over on Inside Bowling, do we have a standings update after game number 2? We do. It's updated 9 minutes ago. She's on it. Tom Hess is your leader at plus 104. Second is Pero Duderick at plus 54. Josh Luce is in third at plus 54. Jason Hansen in fourth at plus 40. Dave Barris in fifth at plus 38. Sixth is Shea Bentenbender at plus 32. Currently right now, we have 22 bowlers plus of the 60 bowlers bowling, and that is Matt Payne, who is bowling on the left side of your screen, actually, on lanes 5 and 6. He's even. You want to see those standings? They're being tweeted out over on Twitter. So stay tuned to the standings over there. We're up to 8,022 YouTube subscribers. Thanks everybody for subscribing. It's great. Cruising along quite nicely. And as I mentioned, I was going to go over to Facebook. I'm going to go live on Facebook and let more people know that we're out streaming. So I'm going to go live on Facebook now if you want to see behind the scenes. Hello everybody out there in Facebook world. We are at the 2017 Fusion Realtors Community First National Bank Open, and I am Mike Flanagan. I'm live right now over on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/Inside Bowling, and I'm broadcasting to 135 people right now. Turn this around. Here we are up here in the booth. You see we got the chat working right here. You can come over and watch us live. Producing up here in the booth, right up here. And here's a look at the lanes, everybody. This is what we have going on out here in Waterloo, Iowa. Fusion Realtors Community First National Bank Open. Right here in front of the desk. Take you full screen on our broadcast, everybody. Down to lanes 5 and 6 as 13 and 14 has completed. Get some behind the scenes footage here on Facebook. We are live right now on YouTube also if you're watching on Facebook. And if you're watching on YouTube, watch us on Facebook. Shannon Buchan's mother. There's the tournament staff over there working hard. Or sometimes people say hardly working. There's the front desk. Taking you around here on our Facebook Live. A little extra footage here. Get ready for game number 4 here in just a moment. It's our backdrop. Once again, you can watch us over on YouTube. There is our live chat as we continue to bring you more coverage. We've got 3 squads today, and then tomorrow we'll be streaming all day as well. So make sure this weekend, if you're looking for some bowling, I know you're going to be watching the Masters, but also you can come over to Inside Bowling on our YouTube channel, and you can watch the Fusion Realtors Community First National Bank Open here from Waterloo, Iowa. Thanks for watching, everybody, over on Facebook, and we look forward to seeing you in the chat over on YouTube. All right, thanks, everybody, for that. Gives us an opportunity to promote what we're doing by going live on Facebook at the same time. He couldn't make it. Yeah, those of you that are wondering about Matt Turek, I've had a few people ask. Matt's only got so much vacation. He's got some really good things going on in his life right now, and he's not going to be able to make it to quite every event, and we really need him for the IB Open. So that's why I'm up here solo this weekend. Definitely miss Matt very, very much, and I appreciate everybody asking about him. We'd love to have him here, and Matt will be back, so. I'll make my game number 4 graphic for everybody, so you can get that up on the screen. One of these days I'm going to bowl this tournament. I'm just going to turn on the stream and there'll be no commentary and I'll just go out and bowl. I'm sure you guys would love that. Game 3 wrapping up. Scores are much easier to read now. So we had 181, 202, 174, and 225. Wraps it up for down there. Nobody's on 13 and 14 yet. And it looks like we're going to have Dave Barris going to come over to lanes 5 and 6. Dave Barris was your winner in 2016 in February. So I guess you could kind of say he's the defending champion of this time of the year event with 2 Fusion Realtors happening every year. He wouldn't be a repeat champion or back-to-back champions, but he could be back-to-back of the February event here. So Dave Barris bowling with Kyle Zager, Ken Duffield, and Lenny Borish. And as we come into game number 4 now, here is Dave Barris. Don't forget, we do have our Twitter poll question, everybody. I just went down and fixed the scoreboard camera. It looks a little bit cleaner for you now. After Ken Duffield throws his shot here, I'll show you what I'm talking about. Duffield with a trip of the 4. 13 and 14 now. Dave Bartlett, Adam Johnson, DJ Breeden, and Dave Lubinsky. Just underway here. Game number 4. Take you into our split screen so you can see both pairs at the same time. Having quite a chat here about the Open Championships in the chat right now. I appreciate all the passion about that you guys have. Very cool. Just gained another subscriber on YouTube. Thank you for that. Let's see what else we have going on here. Out on Twitter. Let's check our poll question. Our poll question this morning, Tom Hess is bowling on the squad and he's leading. But the question that we have today is, will Tom Hess win this tournament? And right now with 30 votes, it's 50-50. Yes, he will. No, I'll take the field are your two options. I can't believe it's that high. You would take one guy in a 180-person field. But hey, there's a lot of confidence in Tom Hess this morning. All right. So if you do want to stay up to date with the standings, we do post them down below on our InsideBowling.com live feed page. But we also now are tweeting them out after every game. So got that set up with the tournament staff here. I want to thank Jennifer and Joe and his entire crew for getting it out. Michael Henk tweeting, someone was pretty busy typing this all neatly on their typewriter with our standings. Thank you, Michael, for that. Just picked up another subscriber on YouTube. Thanks again for that. Absolutely, Zarnarian. Getting those likes up over 100 would be awesome. So there is Lenny Boris. You see him on the left side of your screen in the third frame now. Crosses over. I will have some guests later throughout the day. I'm sure Hess will join us for a little while. Question here, Mike, when you go and bowl the Open Championships, do you bowl the BTM, BJs, and the 40-frame game? Well, I am actually ashamed to say this. And hello, Mary Gray from Ireland. I'm ashamed to say that I haven't bowled the Open Championships the last couple of years. My commitments with everything else that I do, my bowling game is just kind of fallen off the face of the earth, which is kind of sad because I really do love to bowl. But you know, when you get so deep in the bowling industry and all you're doing is constantly working bowling all the time, it's not a lot of time to practice, and I got to practice. So I will tell you, though, that when I'm avidly bowling, yes, I bowl the Bowler's Journal, and I go and visit Rick Ramsey at the BTM as well in the past. Yes, I have done that. 40-frame game I never really made it over to. For whatever reason, that event didn't really intrigue me, although it is a lot of fun to do. Just something I just didn't really ever do. Thanks for the question. If you have any other questions or talking points, I'll be more than happy to talk about them. This pattern is 45 feet in length again, everyone. Almost 30 total milliliters of oil on the lanes. It's a 2.24 to basically 1 ratio. Very flat, very demanding. AMF HPL lane surface here. Dave Barras at the 810. Oh. Let's see if my replay's working. I've got it. I don't have it set very well. Let's look at Dave Barras attempt the 810 again. Yeah, not pleased with it. There we go. There's the replay. All right. Checking it out. Checking it out. Make a replay change here. See if this works better for me. See if we can get something worth replaying. Maybe Dave Barras will give us a replayable moment here. Throw us a good one, Dave Barras, so we can test our replay. There you go, perfect. Let's go ahead and take a look at the replay. Dave Barras, classic style. Crossing about the 20th board. Bada boom. That's just about right there. It's going to add a little bit of length to my replay. I'd like to have a couple more seconds to work with. Okay. This is the Lenny Borish up on lane number 5. Lenny's had some really deep runs in some PBA 50 National Tour events. I also particularly remember he made a pretty deep run at the World Series of Bowling a couple years ago at making a show. Just fell short. Got another YouTube subscriber, guys. Thanks so much for the subscriptions. If you're not subscribed to our channel, we sure would appreciate a subscribe. We rolled 8,000 total subscribers this past week, and our goal is to get to 10,000 by the IB Open. So any way you can help us get there, it's much appreciated. Much, much appreciated. Is that Don Breeden? That's Don Breeden. How did I miss Don Breeden? I think that's Don Breeden. Oh, they've got him listed as DJ Breeden. That's why I didn't even recognize that was Don Breeden. Don Breeden, another PBA 50 guy. That guy bowls on the National PBA 50 Tour as well. Another subscriber. Thanks, everybody. I'm just rolling along. I got this live subscription feed up here, which is pretty cool. Thank you for that. And it's good for you because you'll know when we're live. It gives you a little notification, lets you know when we're live, streaming bowling tournaments. Any questions in the chat, feel free to fire them at me. Do have that poll question out there this morning. Will Tom Hess win this event? We've got people watching from Ireland, from Australia today. Our international reach is fantastic, and really appreciate that. As a matter of fact, if Australia, Ireland, if you have a place to stay, I'd like to maybe fly over and check out the scenery. Chris Mackey from Ireland as well. My last name's Flanagan, so I can fit right in with Ireland. Dave Barris with another strike. That's 3 in a row for Barris now. See Dave Bartlett over on lane 13. Dave Bartlett and I go way back. Back to the Heart of Illinois Youth Classic Youth Tournaments. DB's Pro Shop. Pheasant Lanes, Bloomington, Illinois. probably 20 years ago. Chris Mackey says, I just realized that when I put on my glasses, it's amazing what you can see when you wear them. Reminds me of the Jerky Boys, Saul Rosenberg, when Saul Rosenberg got his glasses. I wouldn't mind going to the Philippines and checking out the beaches. Anybody in the chat remember the Jerky Boys, or am I dating myself again? My name is Saul Rosenberg. Saul Rosenberg. Because of these glasses, I can't see so good. Please. Thank you. Thank you very, very much. Yeah, let me talk to Paul. Yes, Jason, Frank Rizzo. Cracking me up here in the chat, Jason. Take you over to Bartlett. 4-pin. Just inside a target. See if we can pick up the 6, 7, 10 here together, everybody. Oh. Take you over to Dave Barris. They're finishing up their game over here on lanes 5 and 6. Dave Barris with 4 in a row. Let's make it 5 in a row now. Something funny there. Again, what didn't he like here? No, he stuck right there at the foul line, stood up. Here's Duffield now live. Dave Barris is a really good guy too. I saw him at the we're staying at the Isle, one of the sponsors here. We're staying at the Isle, and I was having dinner last night and Dave walked in. Spent a little time talking to him last night. Dave's a member of Brunswick staff, and he's got a great relationship with those guys over there. And Dave's always been very, very kind to us here at Inside Bowling, and one of the nicest guys you'll ever meet out here. And just really an underrated bowler, too. Very simple game. Not much of a power game. More of your traditional style. He's a shot maker. As I say that, he whistles a 4-pin. Thanks, Dave. Thanks a lot, Dave. Thanks for that. Oh, Jason, I'll take it easy on you at the IB Open in Indy. Once again, you can go sign up for that right now. We're taking online entries now at InsideBowling.com. Make sure you sign up for the Logo Infusion IB Open moving to Indianapolis last weekend in April. You don't want to miss it. $10,000 for first place. It's our signature event. We really would appreciate you coming out and bowling that. You can do like 10 things for us. Follow us on Twitter, follow us on Instagram, follow us on Facebook. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, like this video, and sign up for the IB Open. That's all we ask, just all of those things, okay? So Dave Barris bowls 214. Ken Duffield 245. Kyle Zagar can bowl 176. And Lenny Borish can bowl 226. Just got another subscriber. Thank you. Just keep rolling along. Standings are updated after game number 3. Tom Hess leads at plus 162. Dave Paris is second at plus 74. Jared Helmers is third at plus 68. So Hess bowls 762 out of the gate. Pero Duderick, plus 67, is fourth. Shea Bittenbender is fifth at plus 66. Followed by Don Breeden, Shannon Buchan, Dave Levinsky, Troy Fuller. And right now, 21 bowlers are plus on this squad. 21st place is Josh Luce at plus 2. So Borish can fill it up here for actually 236. Oh, look at the messenger. Let's take a look at that one more time. Finish this game out right here. Look at this messenger from Lenny. Off the sidewall and across. Loves it. (13 and 14) a little bit behind. We're going into the 10th frame here now. Hello, George M. from Arizona. I'll let you finish up watching game number 4. I'll be back with game number 5 here in just a minute. Dave Bartlett finishing out right now. Packs them back. Good game for good finish here for Bartlett. Should say, grinding out 190. Don Breeden finishes with 213. Here is another look at Bartlett's shot there to finish up on the pair. It's a good one, high flush. All right, game number 5 underway. Lanes 5 and 6. Josh Novak, Ryan Dugan, Bryce Balvins, and Andy Aries over here on lanes 5 and 6. Hey George, thanks a lot about that video that I did with Tom Daugherty. I talked about it on the opener. I just got done working the USBC Masters last week, and I posted this video. It's on Hammer Bowling YouTube. You should go subscribe to them as well. I do some work over there on that page as well. So if you like some of the stuff that I do, and that myself and a guy by the name of Danny Val does a majority of the work on that channel. Danny's a great guy, loves bowling, and produces a lot of content. And subscribe to the Hammer YouTube page. But I followed Tom Daugherty around for an entire block at the USBC Masters, and I cut it down to 17 minutes and called it a documentary. And I had a chance to live out a whole squad with Tom Daugherty. Captured it through film and put it together, and it's over on their Facebook page as well, Hammer Bowling's Facebook page. It's reached about 100,000 people so far, and I've had a lot of really positive reviews. I've actually had some of the who's who in bowling send me some personal notes thanking me for that and asking if I can do it again, or if this is going to become a regular thing. And I will tell you that following him around for that entire block took 3.5 hours, and it took attention away from some of the other staffers with Ebonite International that I'm responsible for also covering. So I don't really know how I feel about that, because I want to give everybody love that deserves love. I usually don't like to be egocentric or just focusing on one player. I like to spread the wealth. It's more of a team environment there. But I really did enjoy putting together that piece. Once I took the 2 hours of footage that I had and I condensed, I loaded it all into my editing program, which I use Adobe Premiere Pro, the Creative Cloud, and then I edited and added some music, and my first cut was 27 minutes. And I knew I had to cut it down. My girlfriend Kim actually said, "You got to cut that thing down." And I trimmed a lot of the fat. I'm sure I could have probably trimmed it even more, but I really wanted people to see and experience the block with Tom. So appreciate that you said that, and that's really cool. And Paul Peterson says, "Just do it on birthdays." Yeah, it was Tom Daugherty's birthday, and I really drove that home through the messaging of that documentary that it was his birthday. I just walked around and randomly asked people, it's Tom Daugherty's birthday, did you know that, and stuff like that. So I really did enjoy putting that piece together, and I appreciate you, George and Paul, watching it and giving me some feedback on that. So thank you very much. It's been a long trip, folks. If you follow me or keep up with what I have going on, it's been a long trip. I've been away from home now for 9 days, 10 days. I fly back on Monday to Utah, and then I've got about a week and a half back there, and then I go out to Las Vegas again, and I bowl nationals, and I'm going to spend some time at the EBI booth. So if you're in the area, I'm going to do that. I'm also going to spend some time with Logo Infusion, as I'm heavily involved with what Logo Infusion's doing with their marketing and social media and things like that. And for those of you who don't know, I've built a team of individuals. I've got Kim, Brady, Eric, Brian. We've got a great group that helps do all this stuff and spread the word of bowling. And we've had some amazing results with a lot of the social media stuff that we've been doing. So please make sure you follow along with the stuff that we got going on. Support the brands that support us. Ebonite International, all 4 brands. We're going to be doing a bunch of stuff with Junior Gold this year with them. We're going to be doing stuff with Bowl Expo with them. The big thing is Instagram, everybody. If you don't have an Instagram account, I highly suggest you get one. It's where the world is moving. Instagram stories. We did a lot of stories from the World Series of Bowling. We did stories from Seminar Trail with Ebonite International. The guys out in the field were actually doing those on their own, all the sales reps. And then this last week at the Masters, Kim Richter, she nailed it with these Instagram stories, and I'm sure she'll have some out there as well today as well from the Masters, just behind-the-scenes shots here and there, stuff like that. So really cool. My dates at Nationals, George, you want to know when I'm going to be out there? I got to look again here. March 6th and 7th I bowl. I'll probably head out on the 4th and come back on the 8th. Take you over here to 13 and 14. Steen Hoff, Jason Lancer, Justin Petrie, Colton Richetti. We'll welcome in all our viewers. If you don't mind, down below, give us a like. It increases our rating on YouTube. I'm going to go ahead and check right now and see where we're at on the live sporting channels. There's some wrestling out there today that's got a lot of people watching. Also a tennis match, and then of course us. So the more likes down below, the more we can. We are ahead of judo that has 4,300 people watching right now. So your likes are helping us stay ahead of judo. Standings have been posted after game number 3. It's over on our Inside Bowling page. We'll also be tweeting those out. It looks like we've got after game 2 tweeted out from the tournament office, so they'll get a game 4 probably will be the next one they'll put out there. Do have a Twitter poll question as well out here. And that poll question is on Twitter. We asked, will Tom Hess win the Fusion Realtors Community First National Bank Open this weekend? 46% say yes, he will. 54% say no, I'll take the field. 35 votes so far. Jeff Riggles is not competing today as he's coming back from a wrist injury. Again, I believe it is wrist. We went live over on our Facebook page a little while ago. Oh, we've even got a question over here on our Facebook page, it looks like. Okay, got that taken care of. USBC Masters should be underway this morning. Streaming over on Extra Frame. Go ahead and bring in 2 screens here at once. That shot right there was so close. Leaves the 4-pin. We'll have a Game 4 update here in just a moment. 25 minutes ago we had a Game 3 update, so it should be just a few moments here before we get that for you. Might be having to bring you some bonus coverage here in just a minute, right here in front of me here at the desk, right here by the booth. Pair we just watched a little while ago. Ken Duffield, Dave Barris. Laney Borish appears to have the first 6 in a row. So I'll keep you updated on that. If he gets to 8 or so, I'll get a camera on that for you. Started getting really cold here in the bowling center. There's snow on the ground and a breeze outside. It's blistering weather here. Had to put my hoodie on up here in the booth. It got so cold. It's still cold. I got something blowing on me here or something. All right, Kendra, glad you found the standings. Perfect, perfect. And Eddie Flanagan looks like he has a question. I haven't even read it yet, so here we go. We'll read it together for the first time. Eddie Flanagan wants to know, good morning, Mike. What is your opinion on the USBC letting in touring pros, and do you think it takes away from it being a true amateur tournament? I'm assuming you're talking about the USBC Open Championships, letting pros bowl. Well, Eddie. I guess, first of all, it doesn't bother me.
How are you doing, Dave? Good.
That it doesn't bother me. They've got it set up in such a way that you can't stack a team of pros, so that's cool. All right, that to me is cool. I happen to know that like Pete Weber bowls state tournament, and you want Pete Weber to bowl your state tournament, don't you? Because it adds credibility to your state tournament that Pete Weber bowled it. I think, anyway. I think that's a good thing. So, isn't it good if Sean Rash bowls your state tournament with his buddies and can't bowl and bring in Jason Sterner and Walter Ray and all these other guys? Isn't that good? I think it's good. Do you think like a team of like Adam Barta and Mike Rose Jr. and Brian Wallachek and Rob Gottschall, that's a stacked team. If Pete Weber's bowling And he's bowling with like Brad Miller, Shea Bittenbender, and they don't bowl together, but I'm just throwing out names. Tim Barrett, and I don't know, somebody else. Pick somebody else. Is that team really that much better? I mean, seriously. And are they that much better? And then in that event, it's all about working as a team. You know? And it's not like it's a marathon event either. It's a sprint. You got 3 games. And quite frankly, with what they put out on tour these days, those guys aren't used to bowling on something that hard. Let's look at it this way. Let's look at the standings over the last few years. Pros have been able to bowl, right? Who's winning all events? Is Brandon Novak a pro now? Should he not be able to bowl the event? He won all events last year. I don't consider Brandon Novak a pro, and that's no slam on him. I don't mean it like that. And then on the flip side, should Matt McNeil not have to make a choice? I either need to be able to bowl the Open Championships or the PBA Tour. I don't think we're in a spot right now where we should make people have to choose. They should be able to bowl both and be eligible for both. And I'm glad it's that way, personally. So there you go. Yeah, right here, right in the chat. George M. Stu Williams and Michael Haugen Jr. bowl my state tournaments, and I love it. Yeah, I mean, if you want to go there and make a bunch of money in brackets, don't bowl their weekend if it's concerning to you. But is there anything sweeter than getting in brackets on a weekend with those guys, and you beat Haugen by a pin the first game? And you knock him out of brackets. And you know what he's going to do? He's going to go over to the brackets and he's going to say, George M. took me out. He bowled better than me. And he'll remember you. And maybe in a future year, once he gets to know you, might say, hey, there's this non-member tournament, George M. I remember you beating me in brackets at the whatever state tournament. Arizona State tournament. You want to bowl together in this? You can beat me on any given day. I've seen it. So, Eddie asked, next question, do I think a touring pro will win all events? No, I do not. No, I do not. I don't think a touring pro is set up for a 9-game, 2-day singles, doubles, and team event. I don't think that they don't. I don't know. I don't even know what I'm trying to say right now. I don't think they will. That's I think someone will win all events this year at the Open Championships. That is under the age of 26. That's my prediction. If you wanna talk about who should and who shouldn't be allowed to bowl, how about this? How about you shouldn't be allowed to bowl unless you're over 26 years old because these kids are just so good. How about that? Turn it into the Senior Citizen Open Championships. So we've got earthquakes happening all over the place here on these things. This kid over here keeps bumping this table. Might have to go over there and say something to him. Oh, there's Linda and Steve Keeler. Hi, guys. Steve Keeler won this event 3 times ago. September of 15, he won this event in this building. He just made it in. Thanks for all the likes down below, guys. We're at 82 likes. Really appreciate that. That's a lot of likes. Thanks, George. I think everyone should be allowed to bowl. No one seems to want to challenge themselves anymore. That's true. And by the way, earlier I was talking about this Lenny Boris string. He's got a max score of 279. He missed in the 8th. And full screen you here so you can see some scores. If you look over on the left side of your screen there, you see that strike right there? How about 7 spare, 7 spare? And that was the first shot in the 10th, and it was all strikes from the 3rd on. Dave, did you have 56? Dave Barris, 256. Let's get a standings here for you. After game number 4, Tom Hess leads plus 148. Pero Duderick in second at 102. Shea Bittenbender in third at plus 93. John Marsala fourth at plus 90. Dave Barris in fifth at plus 88, but he just bowled 256. It's going to move him up. Shannon Buchan plus 76. Don Breeden at plus 71. Gerard Helmers at plus 68. Josh Luce at plus 66. Eric Schacht at plus 53. Currently right now, 21 bowlers are plus. And we've got standings up after 3 on Twitter, and probably we'll have them up after game 4 here shortly as Jennifer is back. So we'll be heading into game number 6. I'm glad you're with us. I'm Mike Flanagan, and we appreciate you coming in and watching our webcast today. Wherever you may be.
Time to have to go bowl in the other bowling center.
Tom Hess telling me that his last pair seemed like a completely different bowling center, he just said. So it could finish up for 170 here on your screen. 170, 227, 183 max score, and 149.
set up at 60 and then miss the head pin 3 shots in the next pair.
Really?
Then all of a sudden that pair starts hooking more, so you go to the next pair, you miss the head pin first 2 shots. Those are good games to catch the low scoring end of them. Games 4 and 5.
Coming down here now?
3 and 4 now.
3 and 4. Tom Hess had one open for 188-203 the last 2 games after shooting 750 out of the gate. See if we can get our likes down below up to 100. That would be pretty cool. If you haven't hit the like button down below, we would certainly appreciate if you did. We've been plowing along with new YouTube subscribers. Really appreciate it. We're up to 8,027 now. Take you down to 5 and 6 as they're just finishing up. 156, 223. Maybe a score in the 180s there. Possible 151 filling it up here. Does fill it up. Take a look at that again. We call this the frozen rope. Look at this. Boom. Well, that's going to do it for that game. Game number 5 finished up. I'll bring it into the booth. I'm Mike Flanagan. I appreciate you being part of our broadcast here this morning. It's gotten a little chilly in here, so I got my hoodie on. What do you guys think if I broadcasted like this? I've never broadcasted in a hoodie. I guess I got to move my cord around to make it work. Let's see what this looks like. Oh, yeah. This is it right here, everybody. This is it. If we were outdoors, I'm going to fix my mic, make myself look just about perfect. This looks perfect. Yeah, this is it right here. This is the look. That's what you want to do. Nobody's bowling on the 2 pairs. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to show you this really cool app. It's called Extra Frame right here. And I'm going to... They should be bowling right now, I think. Maybe they're done for this round. Let me see. Oh, here it is. No, that isn't it. Maybe they are done for this round. Well, that's a bummer. I was going to watch some Extra Frame here. Anyway, make sure you subscribe to Extra Frame. You probably can't even read that on the screen. Anyway, I was going to check out Extra Frame. What's new? Home. Let's see. Subscribe now. I am subscribed. Okay, so they're not live right now. Take this hoodie off. I'll keep the hoodie on, but take the hood off. Okay, cool. I got bowling again. Here we go. Take you over to 13 and 14. Game 6 of 7. One more to go. Little break. back with 7 more, then we'll come back again with 7 more again after that. And got a couple St. Louis guys here, actually. Me being from St. Louis, good to see him up here. We've got Pero Duderick, Jason Timmerman, Daniel Healy, and Reggie Rakes right there for you on 13 and 14. Just keep growing subscribers, 8,028 subscribers. Thank you. Cool if we get to 8,100 by the end of the day. That'd be a good number. That's how you can help bowling, is by supporting and subscribing and liking and all these bowling companies and streaming services and whatever you like in bowling. Go like, follow all these different things. It really does help. For instance, I could say, you know what, maybe I want to run an event. I need a sponsor, and I want to sponsor outside of bowling. Imagine if I went to Red Bull and I said, hey, Red Bull, I've got 250,000 subscribers on YouTube. You want to give me 20 grand? And I'm going to get you 1 million impressions from all the stuff that I post? There's a chance. Red Bull would say, well, yeah. Yeah. Of course. I'm in. Bowling. That's what we got to do. I'm serious, and I'm not. This is no sales pitch. This is for real. For instance, I'm drinking peach tea today. This could very easily be a Red Bull. Red Bull. I'm telling you. It's where it's at. And support all the companies that you support. Whatever it is. I don't care what brands, whatever it is that you support. Bowling, even outside of bowling. You know what I mean? Help the brands that you love. That's what you want to do. Take you back out to the lanes. Speaking of supporting brands, this event is not possible without Fusion Realtors. Local realtor company, Zach Bajorner. He's a bowler. He's bowling this event, bowls this event all the time. Awesome guy. Community First National Bank. It's Brandon Steen. He's bowling this squad. Logo Infusion. Save 10% this weekend with the coupon code GIBA217. That's GIBA217. Head over to Ebonite.com. Check out their list of bowling products available. Making some great bowling balls right now. Maverick Pearl. A lot of people were using that 2 weeks ago at the Tournament of Champions. Fusion Realtors, of course, as I mentioned. Community First National Bank, as I mentioned. Waterloo Convention and Visitors Bureau. I guess they got a really cool casino here also, who's also a sponsor. Isle Hotel and Casino. There's a water park right next door. You probably couldn't go to the water park today. You'd probably die because it's ice everywhere. But check them out. It's a cool town. Budweiser, Maple Lanes. Thanks for supporting this tournament. Hashtag support the sponsors is what we say. Let's see. Does Inside Bowling ever come to Phoenix? We don't have an event in Phoenix. We haven't done an event there. What's the deal here? All right, everybody. It appears our stream is back. We lost it for a minute. I don't know what happened. I have no idea what happened, but we battle with internet issues in this building. We just do. And I don't know what the deal is up here, but we just deal with it. So glad we got it back up and working here. So I didn't do anything. Okay. Should be good to go now. I can only hope. Thanks for watching, everybody. There hasn't been a whole lot of commentary here because if you're watching this on an archive, it didn't affect you at all. But if you're watching live, there's internet issues like crazy in this building right now. So. Just continue to watch lanes 13 and 14 here. Game number 6 of 7. Thank you, Melissa, for giving me the feedback. I have no idea what was going on here. I can't help it. I don't know what it is. It's very frustrating. Very frustrating. But looks like we've got most people back now. Yeah, Nico, that's one of the most frustrating things when you're just sitting here, everything's going fine, I haven't done anything, and then all of a sudden your stream just goes down. And like, it's like, okay, well, what's going on here? You know, what are we doing? I lessened the quality a little bit, but looks like everything should be back for now. Hopefully it just stays, you know. They did upgrade internet here. I told them I wouldn't even come back if they didn't upgrade the internet, so they did. They called my bluff, so thank God. Now, I'm going to give you a standings update after game number 5. John Marsala is your new leader. The lefty from St. Charles, Missouri is at plus 179. Tom Hess is in second at plus 151. Pero Duderick at plus 149 sits third. Dave Barris is fourth at plus 144. Fifth is Lenny Borish at plus 121. Sixth, Shea Bittenbender at plus 112. Don Breeden sits seventh at plus 94. Shannon Buchan in eighth at plus 80. Currently right now there are 23 bowlers plus on the squad. Jason Lancer at plus 2 is in 23rd position. So hopefully our stream continues and we won't have anything to worry about. Thanks for sticking through with us on the technical difficulties in this building. But now we're down to only 86 watching, so that's what happens when you have an outage. But we're bouncing back. We're bouncing back nicely. Got one more game to go after this one here today, and then I'll be back in about an hour to bring you another 7 games, the B squad. We do appreciate all the likes down below. We only need 2 more to get to 100. Although I don't know if there's really much reason to like our broadcast right now when our stream keeps going down. But we would appreciate it if you would. Our subscriber count continues to go up. We are at 8,031. We started the day at 8,005. Pretty good score here. Possible 223, 211, 225, 194. Pretty good pair here. Deuterick can be, well, Deuterick right now sits in, like I said just a little while ago, third right now. Up on lane 13. If you've watched our holiday double streams in the past, last year John Marsala, in 2015 I guess I should say, bowled the holiday doubles with Roy Adams, and I think he bowled 2 300s in that event, John Marsala. Currently your leader. I got the green light up here on the screen. That means we're streaming. That means you guys can hear me. That means I have to make sure I'm giving you some good stuff here. Look at that. We got over 100 likes now. We're at 101. We got more likes than people watching. As exciting as that is, it's also extremely sad because our stream went down. People bailed on us and said, I'm out of here. Not interested in watching this. But hey, those of you that are still here and have survived this cold front that's come through to our stream, we appreciate it. It's been a fun pair to watch anyway. I haven't been talking much about them, but pretty good scores all the way across. Jason Timmerman from St. Louis area, wearing a logo Infusion jersey. Don't forget this weekend you can save 10% with coupon code GIBA217. Hi, Lee. Doing well, sir. Thank you. Lee Fitzpatrick in the chat. So we're all finished up, it looks like, out here on the lanes. So we get ready to head into game number 7. No bowling, so I guess I will, I'll bring it into the booth, everybody. Thanks for watching today. Thanks for putting up with some of the stream issues we had during this last game. Everything looks green on my screen right now, so we should be okay. For those of you that are interested, this is the oil pattern right here. If you want to take a gander, it's the oil pattern right there. You can see the ratios down below. Actually, I'll go that way. See that 2.24 to 1.12 on the left and the 1.01 to 2.2 on the right. It's your oil pattern. Here's the load data. So the load data on the front here, as you can see, 14.6 milliliters of oil on the forward oil, 14.75 on the way back, totals 29.35. So there's that for you. Don't forget to like our broadcast and like us over on Facebook. And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. And here are the winners of the tournament from years past. There you go. And there's our last champion right there, Casey Murphy. Only guy to win twice. Where's Casey again? There he is. So there you go. Some stuff we got up here in the booth. And 5 and 6 is ready to go. 5 and 6 is ready to go. Going there now. Game 7. So we have Justin Binkin with Nathan Bogey, Jared Helmers, and Brandon Straight down here on 5 and 6 for you. Whoa, just hooked past the 5-8. If you look over to the right, that 7 pin is Tom Hess, Masters champion. Tyler, Rob Gottschall's not bowling this weekend. He's actually out working the USBC Masters with the EBI folks. Give you an update on the Masters. I'm going to go look right now because I'm interested to see what's happened this morning. Let's see, 2007 results. You can get there by going to bowl.com/masters. I'm going to look at the bracket. Let's see, this morning. Oh, I need to zoom in. Can't read. Well, they don't have it updated. You gotta be kidding me. So USBC Masters has not been updated. Hey Scott, thanks a lot. Scott said while our stream was down, he went and watched the Tom Daugherty documentary. Much appreciated, Scott. That I did at the USBC Masters earlier this week. Thanks, Nico and John. We'd like to get to Phoenix. It's just a matter of us having, some event for us to go do there. I kind of wanted to do the New Mexico Open. That's always been kind of one that I wanted to go be a part of. Just for whatever reason, we haven't been able to hook up on that, Steve Mackey and I. All right, we'll bounce out of here and head over to 13 and 14. Where we have Kevin Peverill, Floyd Speck, Larry Cook, and Gene Marsh. And now that you know who those bowlers are and you see they're just underway, I'm going to go ahead and move you over to split screen. Cody Palmer says, the plaid shorts jersey combo is always a bold move. Let's see how it plays out. You guys are the best. We've grown by followers even with our stream issues, so you guys are great. I want to take an opportunity as well to just give you an update on the standings again. John Marsala is your leader at plus 179. Tom Hess is second at plus 151. At 149 over is Pero Duderick. He was on the pair last game. Dave Barris is fourth at plus 144. We saw him earlier today. Lenny Borish is in fifth at plus 121. Shea Bittenbender's in sixth at plus 112. Don Breeden, Shannon Buchan, Shane Arment, and Dave Levinsky are your top 10. Currently, right now, there are 23 bowlers plus. Oh boy, this is really getting annoying. Stream lights up red and it goes green. All right, going to take you down to lanes 5 and 6. There's 5 and 6 as they are a little bit ahead of lanes 13 and 14. Got a standings update after game number 6. This just in. Your leader still John Marsala at plus 180. Second is Pero Duderick at plus 171. Third is Dave Barras at plus 170. Fourth is Lenny Borish at plus 135. Tom Hess down to fifth now at plus 132. Sixth is Don Breeden at plus 118. Seventh is Kenny Calkins at plus 107. And currently right now there are 24 bowlers plus on this squad. Double in the 10th for possible 160? Nope. Still get to 150. And developing story here. As we're just looking here. Take this down here. We got the front 11 right here in front of the booth. Looking for 300. Perfect game, 300. That was for Darren Galbraith. So Darren Galbraith, congratulations on your 300 game. Awesome bowling. I was distracted here trying to work out on my stream issues here. Glad I was able to grab it though and bring it to you. Not many 300s at this event year after year, but Darren's 300 there was pretty awesome. So 149, 166, possible 170. And 202 left. So we finish up the squad here. Just a few frames to go. Finish it out here on lanes 13 and 14. Good looking shot there. Thank you for joining us on today's broadcast. If you've been watching us live, we've been having internet issues from about Game 5 on, which hasn't been fun. That's why you haven't heard me talking a lot, trying to troubleshoot these things. If you're watching a recorded version of this, sorry there wasn't much commentary for you, but this is the Fusion Realtors Community First National Bank Open here from Maple Lanes in Waterloo, Iowa. I am Mike Flanagan from InsideBowling.com, and we certainly do appreciate the support of our channel. And we will have 2 more squads coming up for you today. And there's a spare. So that's going to do it for today's coverage of A Squad. I'll be back in about an hour with B Squad. I thank you for watching today's broadcast, and don't forget to take a look at our website, InsideBowling.com, for all of our upcoming streams in the near future, so you can make sure that you tune in again, and also make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thanks a lot, everybody. We'll see you in a little bit here from Maple Lanes for B Squad qualifying coming up here in about an hour.